chasing a road to glory, driven since I was a child.
If you want a thing bad enough to go out and fight for it, work day and night for it. Happy Thursday, everybody. Let's go. All right, everybody. Hope you're doing well. Got this nice pink polka dotted umbrella. Hear a little bit of that thunder. Let's go. Hey everybody, happy Thursday. Social media tip here on Thursday, LinkedIn. This is probably the best social media to be using when it comes to business, making connections, letting your voice be heard. So the tips on the Crazy Asian podcast this morning were, number one, as you look at your profile, start from the top, look at your picture. How old is it? How relevant is it? Does it speak to who you are? So if you don't wear workout clothes for your day in, day out job, then don't put that as part of your profile pic. Next one, look at your bio. What does it say about you? Is it enticing? Can you put in your phone number? Can you put in your email address so people want to connect with you? Next is, as you look at your articles and your posts, does that align with who you are and what you're interested in? And then think of your digital resume with the work that you have, talking about and focusing in on what you've accomplished, the results that you've driven. And then, of course, give out recommendations in order to get some. Sherm's out. Hey there, everybody. Hope you're doing great. Productive Thursday. Excuse me. After my one-on-one with the managing director, went back to my office. Was working on inviting people, updating a bunch of contacts that had reached out to me, scheduling up some meetings, and then went to go pick up we're running a 10K this Saturday, the green 6.2K. It's in City Center in Houston. We're running that this Saturday morning, and then after that, just grab some food on the fly, and then came back to the office, met up with Trey, did a one-on-one. Unfortunately, she'd failed to mention, I didn't ask, but she is needing H1B sponsorship come August of this year. So, wish that was brought up in the interview process. Number two, if I look at myself internally, wish I had asked that in the interview process. We don't do H1B sponsorships based on the roles that we look for. It seems to be more of an engineering, IT, sometimes even healthcare. We'll do H1B processing. And then after meeting with her, then that did some. We first were doing some one-on-one coaching. I was actually filming it just to be able to get a feel of what kind of where she was at and what her thoughts are. And then that's when kind of things became a little bit more kind of realistic on kind of where she was. And so sometimes it's easy to reflect back and go, I wish I'd known this before. But again, these are learning moments in order to improve. And then that was about 90 minutes coaching session, 90 minutes out, 2 hours coaching session. And then, because what I wanted to do was, I'm a believer if that we coach you up to be successful in our business, or we coach you on. So I was showing her on LinkedIn to go search for recruiters, look at different companies, and then connect and specifically send a note to that recruiter how you found a position online and you wanted to talk to them about the role, about the company, and see if they were the person that's recruiting for that specific role. And so that way you're putting a human touch to your online resume. And then after that, on the drive home, ended up talking to Megan, the recruiter. She has aspirations of becoming a recruiting manager. So she was talking about some of the things that she's thinking of doing, because when you get to that managerial leadership role, it becomes more strategic than stuck in the tactics. So you're looking at building some systems and processes that are duplicatable across multiple areas, multiple locations. And so we were talking a little bit about what she's thinking of putting into place. And so, yeah, it's very much acting like you're already at that role, you're performing at that role, you're performing at a high level, and then all of a sudden you're given that role, and there's no transition. You were already ready because that's what you've been doing for the last little bit. So I got home. It's about 5:45. Hope you're doing well. Sherm's out.